Hi everyone, I'm Justin Wu and I'm part of the community team here at Pi. I want to welcome all the pioneers to the last session for the Pi convention. For the past few weeks, we've had an exciting convention sharing our updates and plans and also hearing from many pioneers around the world about their ideas on the Pi network and ecosystem. To conclude our convention, we are featuring another community discussion panel about how Pi can collaborate with those within the blockchain industry and beyond. And in order for Pi to achieve mass adoption and value creation, we want to collaborate and work with others such as DApps and businesses globally to integrate and utilize Pi. And so we want to collaborate with other blockchain and crypto builders because the blockchain industry needs to work together and to build a better and more complete ecosystem overall to strengthen its industry standing and to resist the economic incumbents and to fulfill that expectation of smarter money and a better financial system for the future. We also want to work with traditional businesses because the traditional economy is where the majority of everyday utilities exist and where real value is produced. So the value creation of any new currency is essentially a combination of the two processes. The new utility creation and transfer of existing utilities into the new currency, while the blockchain industry has been exploring and making innovative progress in its creation of new utilities given its technology advantages, its integration into traditional economies and adoption by mainstream population remains key to its health, strength, scale, and financial revolution that it promises. So, we asked pioneers in this panel to answer the two following questions. How can Pi collaborate with other blockchain projects? And how can Pi collaborate and integrate with traditional businesses in the existing world of fiat currencies?
Hi pioneers, my name is Hakkyung and I'm one of the software engineers at Pi Network. As the core team, we are exploring ways to integrate and work with both existing and new businesses to further grow the Pi ecosystem as discussed in our earlier sessions of the convention on Pi Note, Pi apps, and platform. As the network develops, it becomes increasingly important to build awareness and further utilization of Pi in the real world. We are having this panel to hear pioneers voice their thoughts on the two questions. For pioneers who did not participate in the discussion through video, please participate in the current session by posting your views through the topic button on the home screen today, where the core team and other community members can also view, upvote, or downvote. We'd like to again have a disclaimer that any voices by non-core team members do not represent what the core team thinks or decides. The convention is meant to be a place where diverse and creative ideas from the community on how to solve issues and improve various aspects of our network emerge, where conversation can continue and ideas can flourish. Now let's hear what representative pioneers think about how Pi can integrate with the industry and beyond.
I love that Pi has clearly explained and been able to attract a wide variety of people. I found it much easier to get my friends onto the Pi app rather than into Coinbase, for example. So I think bringing this almost marketing attitude to the rest of the blockchain community is a great way to say, like, hey, look, we're delivering some value to you. We can help make blockchain, cryptocurrency easily accessible to all this market that you haven't been able to attract yet. So I'd love to see Pi act as almost a marketing agency for some of these other organizations to then pave the way for greater, more complex integrations down the road.
Hi, Pi can be the most popular currency in the world if it develops the following. 1. Start working with fiat currency. to increase the speed of transactions compared to other currencies. 3. Sign contracts with money service companies around the world. 4. Have a vast ecosystem. 5. Attract the investor and have speed in implementing the programs. Pi
and other cryptocurrencies, they can work together in a collaborative way by utilizing their own mechanism or sharing the technological platform for their mutual beneficial use. This will be capital light model, and every project have to share their technological assets and platforms, and it is not necessary to build the separate technological platforms by each of the projects, because it will be very costly to them. So to utilize the platforms and exchanging the supports with each other, they also can leverage their mutual benefits by making cooperations and also taking benefits of the capital light model. So it is a good idea to share the technology platforms and all the expertise they have and grow up together as a joint and collaborative technological companies. Thank you.
I think the Pi can collaborate with other blockchain projects. It's very simple and easy, because the banks are the most or the first people to adapt the blockchain, because it's going to impact them tremendously if they didn't go and pursue it. So most banks are well known with the blockchain now. So we need to create liaison committees and to be meeting with these banks or many big businesses like Amazon or all these big businesses. They all believe in the blockchain. This is the future. I think is gonna change the future. Many big companies using it now, and I think approaching banks and big businesses and to explain to them our community how solid and strong and we could really establish business transition with them by just talking to them, explain to them, and see how could we support them and how could they support us. That's, I think, would be a task need to be created by the core committee, and how to approach these businesses.
Hello pioneers. Today I'm going to walk you through my ideas about two most commonly asked questions. The first one is, how can Pi collaborate with other blockchain projects? While blockchain may have cut its teeth on the cryptocurrency Bitcoin, the distributed electronic ledger technology is quickly making inroads across a variety of other industries. That's mainly because of its innate security and its potential for improving systems, operations, all while reducing the cost and creating new revenue streams. There are numerous use cases of blockchain around the world, from the food industry to scientific laboratories. Blockchain technology's adaptation is on the rise. So, how can Pi collaborate with other blockchain technologies in the future? Pi's core strength lies in its number. There are numerous Pi nodes and supernodes actively running around the clock around the globe. That can be a gold mine for many blockchain projects who are looking for decreasing the transaction time. Thousands and thousands of transactions are being done every second. With the numbers of transactions happening per second is increasing, the wait time for the transaction to get processed is also increasing, due to which the user has to wait more or have to pay higher fees to get the transaction processed quickly. But Pi can collaborate with this blockchain and help to scale transactions throughout without affecting or without sacrificing decentralization and the security. Users can both save time and money by not paying the higher fees. Another great collaboration would be with a software wallet. Pi can become a next generation software wallet. I call it the next gen software wallet because the typical traditional wallets available in this space can only hold, exchange or swap cryptocurrency. But with Pi, it can hold, swap, exchange and mine its own cryptocurrency. That would be awesome. All the things under one hood.
On the question of how Pi can collaborate with other blockchain projects, I believe one way to do this is to create some form of interoperability between Pi and other blockchain projects. For example, Pi can handle the financial aspects and payment aspects of smart contracts. So this way, people who use these contracts, people who use this particular blockchain, don't have to deploy their entire contract onto the Pi network to be able to benefit from the strong payment system that the Pi mobile app is developing. And the second thing Pi can do is act as a bridge between regulators and the other blockchain projects. For example, now, I believe Pi is looking to build a very strong know your customer system. Other blockchain networks can leverage on this know your customer system and deploy their projects to Pi without having the hassles of blockchain operability and all that. Once Pi can handle the area of interoperability between blockchains, I believe it will go a long way in creating a collaboration between Pi and other blockchain projects. Other blockchains can benefit from the KYC, because KYC, once Pi has developed a very strong KYC, it will help the users to understand and build more trust in the Pi network system. It will help regulators to depose more confidence in it. And in this way, other blockchain projects can benefit from this to get some form of compliance with regulatory laws and all that. So I believe interoperability will be a very good way to create collaboration between Pi and other blockchain projects.
How should Pi collaborate with other blockchains and traditional projects? Well, Pi is still in its infant stage. So in my opinion, I don't think Pi should reach out for collaboration with other blockchains and traditional projects. The power of the Pi network is its proof of work guaranteed by 10 million verified pioneers. So my approach to collaboration would be to wait for other blockchains and traditional projects to reach out to the Pi network. With this approach, the Pi network would have the upper hand during business negotiations. So to sum it up, adapt the mentality of a powerful crypto project, 10 million verified pioneers. Let the mainstream blockchains and projects approach the Pi network with their ideas. Let them come, let them talk. We, the Pi network, have plenty of time.
On how we can collaborate with other blockchain systems in existence is to either collaborate with a platform like local cryptos, where people can exchange local currency directly on the platform for Pi. This works really well, at least in Kenya, and because it's really very successful. It appears that it is global, and therefore it would make Pi easily available for exchange at good rates locally, and also creates jobs for people who will choose to sell and buy Pi directly from such a platform. Of course, this is a basic platform that even Pi can create on its own. The other way we can make business work with Pi is create an app that allows people to buy Pi, to buy goods and services using Pi. This app would be available both for the merchants and for the users. And each time somebody goes to a merchant, they just enter the merchant number and the amount is required to pay, and they can shop for goods and services anywhere. This is a service similar to one in Kenya called Lipa na M-Pesa, which works very much like a debit card and is very, very successful. I can imagine that if Pi was to have such a system, everybody globally would benefit, and especially at this time of the COVID pandemic, where all businesses have been affected, this would offer businesses a new avenue to revive their businesses. Thank you.
In our opinion, Pi can be easily integrated to other blockchain projects. As Pi is designated to be a global currency, the use of this can be an alternative for the rewards of mining other cryptocurrencies or received interest after holding other currencies. These alternative coin feature would be useful for those who mine other coins but can receive rewards or have a bigger stash of other not easily sellable coins by receiving interest in Pi. Currently, there are other crypto platforms, apps, where Pi is mentioned as a starting project, so basically they help us to get Pi to a better known status to acquire further users. When Pi will turn to the public after phase 3, these features of promoting other cryptos can be sold as normal ads on the network, generating additional income.
Pi can create a conversion system to convert between Pi and other major blockchain projects and cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin. This system would allow users to convert both ways, meaning that users could exchange Pi for other currencies or other currencies for Pi. The new implementation of this would grow the Pi network and would create many new users.
Lately, I have talked to many friends in retailing business. Basically, they are very interested in bringing Pi for their business. No businessman would reject money coming in, whatever form it is. Of course, we also need to attract people to mine and use their Pis. Anywhere, if there are some stores, some place accepting Pis, people will start believing it and use it on a daily basis. It's like some kind of live advertisement day in, day out. Pi will be spread it out like this in a bottom-up way among people who know little about Pi and blockchain. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That saying suits very well for the Pi project. Much hard work has been done, but there's still much more to be done yet. Let's working together, my fellow pioneers all over the world. Let's dive into barter marketplace, starting to build a decent value for Pi. That's very much fundamental for people and the traditional industries to embrace Pi, in my view. That's all. Many thanks for your patience. Happy money. See ya.
Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much, so that collaborate with business project make easy to handle businesses and give high benefit. For that, it's needed to make a well-planned strategy. How can we create a value for their product, and how can Pi help to boost their profit? For that, it's needed to collaborate businesses having similar motto to achieve a goal. For good collaboration, it's needed to target a different businesses having equally customer, which give both or all of them profit. Good collaboration means sharing the responsibilities, risks, benefits, and credits. Pi can collaborate with businesses by advertising together, discount and special offer, sharing market efforts, co-branding, and being certified by other company. For the collaboration, Pi can give priority to innovation network, which can develop individual and group capabilities and secure long-term survival.
I believe Pi will be taking the control of the market in the future because how easy Pi to use, making the customer trust Pi for new or digital currency, like a payment, transaction, or any transfer around the world. And if we have already the good review from the customer or from the people around the world, this is make other blockchain will come, join, and collaborate with new blockchain project.
I've been in sales for a long time, and I know, for lack of a better word, that businesses will not do things that other businesses are not already doing. So, getting your local business, or, heavens forbid, like a large private business in a local area, to all of a sudden adapt something that isn't already in the marketplace is an incredibly tall order. And there's no way, I think, to get around the most basic problem. That is, you're not going to be able to sell the technology to businesses that are already operating away. You can't go in and say, like, hey, we have this fantastic community, and we have this great tech, and it's going to do all these wonderful things. That's just not going to do it. Unfortunately, I think the only way to do this is to get an army of people to walk around neighborhoods, going in and out and saying, hey, we have this thing. Are you willing to check this out? Right? Are you willing to accept Pi for a cup of coffee? This is what Bitcoin did in a bunch of places to get rolling, and I think it was working. It was very effective. And I have founders coming to me all the time asking, how can I get my business out there? I'm like, there's no other way to do it except get out there and sell. So I think it's going to have to establish immediate value, and that immediate value is, how can I sell more stuff in my store? And if we can make it super easy for them to accept Pi and convince them that it's worthwhile to do it for a cup of coffee, even if it's just like a token or a teaser, like, hey, free cup of coffee if you give us 2 Pi or something like that, right? And then hopefully they'll buy more coffee with it. One way to just get the foot in the door, to then start expanding on what the rest of the Pi community, the app development group, and all the other solutions that are going to be coming through will do. So, we get boots on the ground. Put the guerrilla army together.
Today, every business is looking for ways of improving efficiency and productivity while same time reducing the cost. For that, strategic collaboration and integration, only digital currency and 5th generation digital technology will help to achieve the goal for businesses. I think Pi can co-branding businesses for network collaboration. 2 or more than 2 businesses coming together establishes credibility, and each company is able to highlight and reflect each other's assets. Co-branding gives bigger sales income to the businesses, and also they can share the brand risks, which can play an important role in making the businesses successful. Pi can integrated business making businesses integration strategy, which goal is to synchronize information technology with businesses strategy and goals. We can integrate the businesses by ERP system, whereas select a few ERP products that can available in the market suitable for the client's business's needs, and evaluate them to be used by the client based on the technological environment and digital currency, where integration helps businesses to expand in size, reduce competition, boost profit, and allows companies to expand in new market, creating an economic of scale. Fiat currency are centralized by government authorities, whereas we can make a Pi as a fully decentralized currency because it gives more security to the investors' money for the businesses, which make it easy to collaborate and integrate with international businesses, which help to making an advertisement and co-branding.
How can Pi collaborate? Now, I was saying that Pi should consider creating an app that can be used both by merchants and buyers for retail business. One would just go to a merchant who has the app and collect the items that they want, and they're given the price, the cost, and they would enter the merchant number into the app and the amount they're required to pay, and just click a button and send the money to Pi. I mean to the merchant. This works very much like a debit card system, and it's very effective. We have a system like that in Kenya, and I suppose other countries have similar mobile-based systems. And this would be very, very effective because it's doing very well in Kenya, and globally this could be just amazing because it gives access to all sorts of people from all walks of life to be able to shop without needing to have a bank account. All they need is an app that, of course, keeps a record of their Pi within their phone, similar to what we have now in Pi. As long as my Pi is in the app, then it means I can use Pi to shop. Of course, Pi needs to merchants will need to be recruited for this purpose. The people already exist. We are already in Pi. Now is to recruit merchants into the system so that they can accept Pi as a payment method. And this would be most ideal, especially at a time like now, when the merchants or a lot of businesses have collapsed and they need revival. And I suppose Pi would come in really, really handy. Thank you.
I believe that Pi should build his own brand. For this way, we have to find a unique trademark for Pi. I believe that we should focus on easily transactions and quick transactions without fees. Maybe integrate some AI projects, artificial intelligence projects. In my personal opinion, Pi has many upside potentials, but without collaborations, we go nothing. We should focus on many collaborations with well-established projects, and also we should focus on the future, and the future is artificial intelligence. Thank you very much.
On the second question of how Pi can integrate with traditional businesses in the world of fiat currencies, I believe Pi should create a payment system that not only provides Pi as a method of payment, it should also have options for other methods of payment that are more popular, like for credit cards, PayPal, and the likes. This gives merchants, that's all their customers, payment options that are not restricted to just one. Pi should not attempt to replace the existing payment system, but instead it should augment the current payment system. So in a payment system created by Pi, the payment methods that will be offered by that payment system is Pi, paying with Pi, we're paying with Pi coins, then paying with PayPal, the regular fiat currencies. So this creates a balance. So as a matter of fact, it makes it easier for merchants and customers alike, especially considering that Pi now has 6 million users now. It makes it easier for them to leverage on this very large network to have a Pi mobile app on their phone, since they have access to a pool of about 6 million people, 6 million customers, 6 million potential customers. So it would be very valuable if Pi has a payment system that not only provides for payments using Pi, but also provides for payment using other forms of other methods of online payment, to make it easier for people to make payment and to make it more acceptable for both the merchants and the customers. People, when you're making payment on this platform, it is easier for you to change your Pi coins or your dollars or whatever currency you're using to whatever it is you want to pay with. Just putting all the forms of payment into one payment system, giving your users options to choose from, not necessarily restricting them to just using Pi coins. They can also transact using other currencies, but using the Pi mobile app. And use that a way to collaborate with and integrate with other businesses, both small and large scale.
Hey, this is Jazz Miami, a verified pioneer, and I'm here to submit the video response to your questions. How can Pi better integrate into the existing world of fiat currencies? Well, as Pi reaches its teenager stage, I would imagine the Pi network to develop an internal trading platform. Let's call it the Pi network trading platform. Some sort of eBay, Amazon, freelancer, Craigslist directory, where verified pioneers would buy and sell their products and services by accepting mainstream cryptos and Pi tokens. I am 100% sure that pioneers who already own businesses or online businesses would sell their products and services and accept Pi tokens as a payment, and vice versa. Buyers would buy products and services with their existing Pi network tokens on the Pi network trading platform. If the Pi network trading platform shows recurring transactions and activities for a good year, in my opinion, this would boost the value of Pi tokens and increase its pioneers' activity. In my opinion, that would result in getting the attention of existing cryptocurrency trading platforms, online banks, Binance, Coinbase, Robinhood, Chime, Cash App, and ultimately building channels to be able to start trading Pi tokens into BTCs, ETHs, LTCs, bonds and company stocks, and fiat currencies. Therefore, integrate Pi into the existing world of fiat currencies gradually. To reach the fiat world in a dramatic way at this stage, the Pi network would have to reach the deal of the century with any large retailer or service provider, Amazon, eBay, Zara. These retailers or service providers would have to accept Pi tokens as a payment. I would say start with their accessories if they approach Pi. I hope all this helped. This is Jazz Miami, a verified pioneer with the Pi network.
Pi should be accessible to most of the people on earth so that most people have the coin to be able to trade for goods and services. And Pi they should try to make it in a way which the wallet can be accessible without the internet possible. It will be very good because most people in Africa are not often will be having internet in their phone. Like the other cryptocurrency, you need internet in your phone to log in your wallet and see your balance and to be able to transfer from one account to another. If it's possible for Pi to be transferred from one account to another without internet, it will be very good. That's my opinion. Thank you very much.
Pi and other digital currencies are the technologically advanced currencies that are gradually coming up in control. The global technological advancement have provided a benchmark for the global state be ready to develop as a alternative means of exchange. So the technological currencies, the digital currencies can work together with the fiat currencies, the note currencies, the conventional currencies. It is not necessarily that these competing currencies can be bad competing. Rather, they can complement each other as a means of the alternative exchanges or alternative means of the exchanges for purchasing or delivering the goods and services. So it is not necessarily that they are the bad competitors. They can be a very good collaborators, and among each other they can work together for exchanging as a means of the traditional fiat currencies as well as the digital currencies. Thank you.
Traditional business still using the cash for the payment. How Pi get in touch to this market by support and giving them the facilities. For the payment, we're gonna put the barcode everywhere in the market. So when the pioneers or the customer come to the market, they're just gonna use the barcode for the payment. So they're not gonna using the cash or they're not gonna swap the card anymore. So bye-bye cash and bye-bye the swift card.
So the best idea to collaborate with other traditional businesses is to list their product on Pi network. My idea is to list their product on our Pi app. So when users can purchase that product through Pi app, they will have a much discount from other networks. Like when you buy a product from Pi network with Pi coins, the user will have more discounts than other networks. So automatically it will boost the usage of Pi network and Pi coins. And dealing with the fiat currency, I think we already minimized the fiat currency requirement by this idea, like listing the products on Pi network, and users will buy through it.
I mean, the future of trading is going to be all electronics, all cryptocurrency. Nobody going to use cash or papers in the future because and this pandemic life we live now prove that, because dealing with money, touching with hand is really inappropriate anymore. So I think we need to approach businesses like, for example, Walmart, Pizza Hut, or Papa John's, or these big companies. Like, you see how could they work with us, with our community, and after we have some value for the Pi, and if one of these companies accept the Pi, and then that'll be it. Then we could really work with them. And also we need to show them what kind of our community provide them, if they use the Pi. I mean, they're gonna have access to 10 million solid team, and this is really, it costs a lot of money to get access to 10 million people, and also 10 million people, are they all gonna work in a way to make the Pi worth a while and have some value. So creating committees or liaison for different group of people, like for shipping companies, for groceries, for clothing, for all these companies now, they their mind is open and they like to use new technology, new ways of dealing with money, and to bring more income to their community. And I think by accepting the Pi, that will really improve their businesses and their profit too. And I think we need to approach those after the Pi is finalized or stop mining, or whenever you get ready, you need to approach these companies.